wow, this is a typical conundrum. John, you should run for governor of Arizona.
No, the governor of Arizona is all over this. She has done the right thing.
I know, but she should say what's going on.
She does. They say it there. They talk about it in Arizona, but the national media will not pick it up.
Where's the clip? Where's she saying this?
I don't have a clip of her saying it, but I have a lot of other clips where people don't say it. The reason I can't get the clip is because they won't play these clips in the United States except as local.
What, is Hill and Knowlton representing Arizona?
No, the rapists.
What?
They're representing the rapists.
They got no time for Arizona.
Here's Limbaugh, who's bitches about Arizona a little bit.
Here we go.
San Francisco says that they are going to boycott Arizona. And I'm sure the people of Arizona are happy as hell about that. In fact, if I were the people in Arizona, I'd capture the illegals and send them to San Francisco. Sanctuary city. Hey, you like them so much? Here, glad to send them your way.
He doesn't talk about it either.
No.
You think he would. Now, we have McCain, who kind of talks about it, but he beats around the bush. And if you listen to McCain in this clip talking about the problem in his state, and by the way, he was for open borders, basically, and only recently changed his tune. You just listen to him and go, we should be thankful that this guy wasn't elected president. He needs some testosterone.
Arizona's immigration law is sparking controversy among lawmakers and citizens alike. According to USA Today, a handful of organizations are calling for businesses to boycott the state, which has hotel operators and other executives worried about the economic losses they may suffer. Now, meanwhile, the mayhem caused by the law continues. Now, you can see in this picture that protesters are comparing it to the measures imposed by Nazi Germany, and others are going even further, and that is calling on citizens to burn the city of Phoenix. Joining me now is somebody who has a close connection to the state of Arizona, Senator John McCain. Senator, a lot of this language is becoming very, very troubling. You see you hear what's being said. You see what is happening. What is your reaction?
Well, I regret it. People are free to express their views, but the fact is the Arizona legislature and governor acted for one reason, and that is because the federal government did not act and carry out its responsibilities to secure our borders. Our southern border in Arizona is broken, Sean. I'd like to give you two numbers. One is that last year, 241,000 illegal immigrants were apprehended crossing the Tucson.
Isn't this guy the maverick? Can't he just come out and say it? The Republican Party doesn't like him anyway.
This is baffling to me listening to this. He sounds like a wimp.
More?
Yeah, play the red
sector border. You do the math that is 1 out of 3 or 1 out of 5 that they apprehend versus those that get away. That's about 1 million people who crossed our border illegally. One other number, 1.3 million pounds of marijuana were intercepted in...
now he has my attention.
In the Tucson sector again. The Mexican drug cartels are well armed, they're well equipped, and they're very well organized. And the violence on the border continues to go up. And every state and every citizen has the right to have its border secured and live in conditions.
Stop. Okay, I can't take it anymore.
No.
He goes on and he talks about the southern part of the state only, not mentioning Phoenix. And, he say, well, it's the southern part of the state because there's all this violence down there because there's just shootouts going on constantly. I mean, the place is completely out of control. This guy's like on drugs or something. I have no idea what the deal is. And it's just the whole thing is ridiculous. Now, let me get a couple more out of the way and then I'll be done with this topic. But at least I want people out there to know that
what it's really about, and
what it's really about, and what the citizens there know what it's about. I think this will be off the Clips One collection. One guy did come out. The guy who wrote the author of the Arizona bill, which is under the heading author of the bill, who actually brings up some of the most important parts of this. He doesn't talk about MS-13 or anything like that, but he does defend himself or authoring the bill on one of these shows.
You should explain briefly what MS-13 is.
MS-13 is a gang that comes out of, I think they're out of Guatemala or El Salvador or some small country, and they became a Mexican drug gang. Now they're believed to be. Somebody mentioned this on another show. I don't have the clip, but I could get it. That apparently there's some evidence that they're being financed by Hamas and Hezbollah because, they'll take any money they can get. And they're an extremely violent gang. They're all over the country. They are responsible for most of the meth in California and elsewhere. And it's a very powerful gang. And they're apparently taking over Arizona. And that's one of the things they're trying to deal with. But, meanwhile, the Republicans and the Democrats and the conservatives and the liberals are missing the point. They're just attacking each other.
The congressman also said he wants President Obama to fight the new law. Arizona State Senator Russell Pierce joins us live. State Senator Pierce sponsored the controversial bill. Good evening, sir. And what provoked or prompted you to sponsor this bill in the first place?
The rule of law, Greta. I mean, the stories they tell, the outrageous fabrications and myths it's unbelievable. In this bill, we mirrored federal law. It's illegal to enter or remain in this country in violation of federal law. We have simply mirrored that. Nobody's erased the 4th and 14th Amendments. In fact, we put profiling as an illegal issue in the bill. We codified it. We made sure people can't racial profile. These are the most outrageous stories in the world. What we've done in this bill, very simply, is, and I've watched over the years it get more and more violent. Number 2 in the world in kidnappings, we become the home invasion, carjacking, identity theft of the nation. I've been to Officer Erfley, who was murdered, his funeral, Officer Atkins, Officer Martin, Officer Eagle, Rob Krentz was just murdered on the border. I just had a hearing from the ranchers down on the border, a half-a-day hearing at the Senate. Their fences are cut, their cattle is slaughtered, their dogs are killed, their houses and windows and doors are boarded. They're fearful. They pray for daylight because they hear noise. They're scared to come outside. Enough is enough. We're a nation of laws. This doesn't change anything. All I've done, very simple.
I like that.